Hey everyone, Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to another episode of Start of the Week. This is the series where I feature your awesome stories and your recent pickups from around the hobby. It is always a blast to see what everybody's been chasing, finding, or being surprised with. And this week, we've got 6 great submissions to share with you guys. Let's get into it. Before we jump into it, just a quick reminder. HobbyPalooza is coming up this Friday starting at 7 p.m., July 18th, carrying through the weekend till July 20th. And Vintage Trade Night is coming up at the National on Saturday, August 2nd, right after the show completes. If you're attending, it is a must go. Come hang out, talk cardboard, and bring your trade boxes. We'll see you guys there. Alright, so our first submission comes from a buddy of mine, Bizza Rizza Jizza, who's been submitting for God knows how long now for the Start of the Week videos. He writes, "Hey Sammy, picked up this nice 64 Topps Pete Rose. My favorite of his cards on a Facebook group I belong to for $305 delivered to my door. Let's go, Mets. Let's see what you got." And there it is, a great looking Pete Rose. I love the centering of this card. I know a lot of people share the same sentiment about this, that people prefer to have this card, his solo card, compared to the floating heads from 63. But what a great addition to your collection, man. Look forward to more of your submissions in the future. Next comes from Jeremy. He writes, "Hey Sammy, just wanted to share my newest pickup. It's a 1952 Topps Salesman sample of Alzarilla PSA pot of 2. These were given out to retailers promoting the brand new release of 52 Topps. And if you look on the back, you can see this was the first card in the 3-card panel. PSA has only 6 hand-cut copies in general, including a Gil Hodges, who's the only Hall of Fame player they have seen, and none graded at all at SGC, with a few panels graded at PSA. Thanks. Hope to hear from you soon, Jeremy." That's pretty cool. There it is. A beautiful front and back. Thank you for taking the picture of both sides, Jeremy. 52 Topps, Alzarilla Salesman sample. You can see the front and back there. Obviously, the 52 Topps kind of holds a huge flame in the hobby, and so this is a great piece. Congratulations on picking this up, Jeremy, and I appreciate you sharing this. The next submission is from Matt from Straight Race Cards. "Sammy, thought I'd share 2 pickups that are on the way that have special meaning to me. The first is a 1977 Sportscaster Roger Bannister card. As a lifelong runner, I grew up idolizing Bannister as he was the first man to break 4 minutes for the mile. As a high school kid, I dreamed of breaking the 4-minute myself one day. Although I didn't quite get to the 4-minute mark, Bannister inspired me to chase my dreams. It's fun to own a card of his that reminds me of my childhood and lifelong pursuit of running. The second is the 1963 Topps National League Home Run Leaders. I know you'll enjoy this one, Sammy, but how many cards have 5 Hall of Famers featured on them? This card is very special. I love the blue, and the floating heads have really grown on me. My 5-year-old son saw another one of my floating heads cards and laughed out loud. So I knew I needed to add more of them, as they now remind me of the joy that my son Will has for cards in life. Grateful for you, brother, and hope to catch up soon. Matt Galvin of Straight Race Cards." Let's take a look. And there it is. What a great shot. I mean, the facial expression on Roger Bannister is something, but as far as the emotion beyond just that is awesome. The Sportscasters are an awesome set. Feature the Gretzky, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson kind of highlighted because of their pre-rookies or rookies. And obviously the 63 Topps National League Leaders with 5 Hall of Famers. You got Frank Robinson, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda, and Ernie Banks. Makes it a top-of-the-line card altogether. And if you haven't checked out Matt from Straight Race Cards, you definitely should. Straight Race Cards on YouTube. You can check him out there. Moving right along, we have Greg Aday, who submitted, recently purchased this card from Gar Miller for only $75. The back has some paper loss, but the front looks great for the age. Nice addition to my collection. And I saw this and I thought, for $75, this is quite a card. Great addition. And it is the 1915 Cracker Jack Wildfire Schultz. I mean, a Cracker Jack for less than $100 is just an absolute amazing deal. And it's a great looking card. I mean, Cracker Jacks in general are just so appealing to look at. I love the Mathewson that I have. But Greg, thank you so much for submitting this. I absolutely love the way this card looks. The hand on the hip is great, and just the overall expression and the posture is awesome. So great addition. Congrats on adding this to your collection. Next comes from my buddy James S. He writes, "Hey Sammy, while this isn't a card, it is one of a kind first state high school football team featuring Pete Rose, number 55, in the front row in his junior year. I just received this from a local auction house and I'm stoked to add this to my permanent collection. Love your channel." And here it is. It's pretty cool. You can see him, number 55, front row, the kind of like that buzz cut hair style that he had at the time, or a bowl, I don't know what you want to call it. 1958 high school football team photo featuring Pete Rose. It's a great looking shot. And so, James, what a great find. Congratulations on adding this to your collection. It's been a Pete Rose submission week this week, it seems. So this is quite a piece. Thanks so much for sharing, James. And lastly, save this for John Eric. He writes, "Good evening. I am sharing my first Venezuelan card, the 1964 Ken Boyer. Over time, I've seen several collectors showcase and highlight Venezuelan cards. It wasn't until now that I finally picked up my first. I'm not sure this would be in my collection without the inspiration and education from others. Thank you, Cardmunity. It's an awesome card of a player I'd love to collect and learn more about. Respectfully, John, Nerding Out with Cards." Yes, John has his own channel, Nerding Out with Cards. You should definitely check his channel out. And here is the card, 1964 Topps Veni Ken Boyer, an absolute gem of a card. The Venezuelans are just an incredible set. And the 64 is great because you're able to decipher the difference between the Topps that was issued here in the United States and the one that was from Venezuela. So it's a very good gateway to get into the Venezuelans, to make sure that you are picking up an authentic one. So that is awesome. Thank you so much, John, for sharing yours. I really appreciate it. Look forward to more of your submissions. So that's going to do it for this week of Start of the Week. Huge thanks to everybody that submitted this week. I love reading through the stories, and I always love reading through the stories and seeing the passion behind each pickup. If you'd like to be featured in a future episode, just drop me an email. My info is in the description below. Send a picture and a story, and I look forward to highlighting it in future episodes. That's going to do it for now, everybody. Thank you as always for watching, and keep collecting.